This playthrough is rated E10+.
Greetings and salutations, viewers, to a bonus episode of Shining Force 2. And the last time we played, we beat the game. Happy endings. Everyone was there. Well, for the most part. That was probably one of the few disappointments I had with this game, is that unless I somehow missed the headquarters, I couldn't find any of the other characters. You know, so we didn't get to talk to all of them. But we're not going to talk about that now. The important thing is that if you leave the game running for a couple minutes after the game ends, you get a little bonus. So let's find out what the bonus is, shall we? And more, you say? Yes. When we beat the game, we take all of our characters that were in the group, and we have a special unique battle inside the walkway, presenting the boss fight of the game. Yes. This whole map, as I'll show you right here, is the... let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12? These are all the what are considered boss characters of the game. So, or dangerous. So we have a prison flower, which I guess was considered a boss, but okay. And they have the exact same stats that they did when we fought them at whatever time it was. So, yeah. So we have prison flower, we have Willard. Yeah, Willard. That's kind of funny. Willard, we have the dark smoke, which dispel. Yep. But yeah, they are not higher level. They are not they are not improved upon or anything like that. They just took their stats, and we get to fight them again. So, see, we got the king from the chessboard, which I barely beat. I never did go back and redo that fight to show you like beating all the, because you can beat all of them at that point. I got Camila there. Oh, it's lovely to see you there. There's Gessup again at his same stats. He's probably one of the more dangerous of the bosses because of his freeze level 4 ability. But then we've got Zalbag with Bolt 2. He still can be kind of nasty. The demon generals in general can be kind of nasty. There's Odd Eye. Oddler makes an appearance again. And there's King Galen. And his creepy monkey face right there. We got the Red Baron. Just need to call Snoopy, who get beat him easily. And finally, the floating head of Zeon. Yeah, no body there, just the floating head of Zeon. He'll probably be the toughest out of the fight. So hopefully this won't take me like an hour to do. But, alright, let's get to it. So, but yeah, it's a bonus fight. You don't have to win it or anything like that. It's just a fun little thing to do after you beat the game, if you want to. I should be able to... Most of these guys can be one-shotted, except for, like, you know, some of the demon generals. You know, like I said, Zeon will be the biggest threat. And really, I could probably just get Peter on him and smack him around for a bit. And we've got all our HP and everything refilled, so we don't have to worry about, like, you know, having our stats reduced from the previous part. So, yeah, we just kind of have to go in and fight them. So, yeah, really no real major strategy for this. Just kind of go on in. Just don't be dumb about it. You should be able to beat it. Maybe if you were playing like ultimate mode or whatever it is, maybe you might have to worry about it a little bit more. But really, it isn't until we get to the demon generals that we have to worry about like really some major stuff. Everyone else, like I said, like Willard and all these other characters can probably be one-shotted because they don't improve their stats at all past that point. So. Poor Kiwi. Yeah, like I said, I mean, maybe I missed something, but yeah, none of the other characters made an appearance, all the ones that joined you, so that's kind of depressing, you know? At least I don't remember there being the headquarters you could find anywhere around there. I don't know, I wonder if it randomly chooses who's there at the end to talk to you, because like, there was characters like May was like there, and Sheila, and I'm like, I didn't think they had that much of a rapport with us to be there at the ending. So I wonder if it randomizes it when you beat the game who's there. Like, some of the characters anyway. I'll probably have Chester take out you. Yeah, the king could be probably one-shot. Oh, do they all get 2 attacks? Oh, I guess they would. They're all bosses, right? Ha-ha. Yeah, that's... Too bad there's not really any epic music playing in this. It's just kind of like the standard, like... Oh yeah, I guess he would look like... That wasn't what the king looks like, wasn't it? Huh. He just looks like Galen. So Galen is a reskin? I are disappointed. That shouldn't do any damage. Yeah. Yeah, fight you back in the first battle of the game. Okay, that can kind of make this fight a little bit tougher, that since they're all bosses, they all get 2 attacks. But even then, that's not really that big of a deal. Yeah, sure, Aura. Why not? You guys did take some damage. Might as well heal that little bit, you know. Yeah, too Too bad Slade never got that like last little bit of health to. Since it's probably not gonna be using. Doesn't really matter. We can just one shot it anyway. I was about to say maybe something about like using magic just to finish him off and all this other stuff, but yeah, don't do this fight for experience too. I mean, it's like what can you, where can you go back from that anyway? So. I don't think you even get anything when you beat it. I think it's just more of like, oh, hey, you did it. Good job. Game over. Yeah, pretty much the whole bonus episode is going to be this. I don't think it's really necessary for me to do some of the other stuff at the end. Because I don't even think... I think if you go back to the kingdom, I don't even think anything really... I don't think they say anything new other than save the princess and all this other stuff, so... Because this game was like an old 8-bit cartridge or whatever, so it's definitely not going to have like some of the like extra stuff you get from like a modern game. You know, they can only put so much memory on here and only so much stuff. So that's why there's a lot of limitations. That's why I really don't give this game a too big of a knock because of that. It's like, well, they can only do with what they had. If they remade the game today, obviously the game would have more, maybe would have more extra quests or maybe more like extra interactions with all the characters, or maybe even the characters may have like side objectives or something like that that you could do maybe, yeah, amongst other things. Oh yeah, I guess I'm in the line of the prison beam, aren't I? Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, you're gonna hit Elric. All right. I still do a little bit of damage for Bolt, but nothing that we can't handle. You probably end up getting Bolt down twice, but. I kind of wish they were... I kind of understand why they're not playing the, Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, well, it's not going to hurt that much. I've got Aura level 4 anyway that heals everyone, like, heal range, so it's not... I was about to say, how many people were in that line? And I don't think the prison flowers get a... Yeah. So Bowie's defense is too high at this point. Yeah, sure, we'll... Might as well Aura again. Here the... Karna, the healing battery. Second greatest character in the game next to, Peter. After thinking about it, Peter's definitely the MVP of this game. There's, like, no one who's, like, better than he. You know, like Gaston, you know. No one beats like Gaston, or Now Camille always looking good as always. Yeah, too bad she kind of died as she did, you know. Oh well. I don't think Zalbard was... I don't know why I keep calling him Zalbag. It must be a reference to... I guess he has a resistance to fire. Maybe it's just magic. I think he has resistance to magic in general. Really? Everyone just has just enough movement to not be able to... I was going to have him fight Zalbard or whatever. Okay, seriously, someone needs to get their turn and fight him. Not that he's got... I mean, Bolt is nasty, but... Huh, you can actually still give us a decent amount of experience despite everything. Can you actually one-shot those guys, or would you... I think May's close enough to maybe finish him off. Alright, yeah, okay, there we go. Just give Elric the finishing blow. Yeah, it's kind of funny just to be able to fight bosses that would maybe give us some trouble back then, but now we can just, like, take them out in, like, a couple of turns. There's something just awesome about doing that. That's why I do like boss rushes in some games. Just something that gave you so much trouble, and then you just go, boom, I beat you, haha. My throat might be wearing out just a little bit just because I'm recording this almost shortly after beating the game. So, in doing after doing Xeon's deep voice was kind of throwing out my voice just a little, just a teensy bit. Yeah, gotta be careful. Some of these final bosses have a... I don't think you can hurt Peter that badly anyway. Even if even when of course they're bunching up like honey bunches of oats. I don't even think you can damage them that much. Yeah. Really, your freeze 4 is really the major threat. And you decide not to even like cast it again. You just decide to just attack him again. Pier's got like 140 defense, you know? Even the main villain couldn't hurt him that badly. Can I get okay, I can get heal. Heal off on you. You need. I mean, even the Mighty Peter can be taken out if given the chance. Oh man, but yeah, I was just saying when I finished the game, like, really all my gripes I have with this game are things that really can't be fixed in a game like this because of just the limitations on how much memory this system had. You know, it's just you can only do so much. You know, like I said, characters having more interaction outside of them joining, because a lot of characters just joined you and then that was it. They didn't have any more purpose to the game, and that was one of the sadder bits, I believe, because I would have liked to seen like at least some of the main group, like Sarah and them, have more of an interaction with them after the game ended. You know, stuff like that. I mean, even that whole Sarah loved the MC by the end of the game. Like, there was almost no indication of that, except maybe at the very beginning of the game that maybe she liked him like that. But there was never points of it. They should, if they had done it today, they would have had her like make offhand comments every once in a while about them as students and all that other stuff. I mean, you can make whatever reasoning you think that happens to everyone by the end of the game. It's assumed that the MC becomes king or whatever. But yeah, the whole rushed, like, oh, I love the princess thing was kind of a... even as a kid, I thought that was a little weird because it's just like, but they never did anything together. At least as far as I'm aware of, there wasn't this whole, oh, they grew up together, or they went to school together. Like, I remember talking to everyone in town, and no one ever says anything about them being particularly close to each other. So it's one of those whole Disney love at first sight types of things, which I find rather silly. I believe in infatuation at first sight, but I don't believe in love at first sight. At least not ones that could be. Zeta Beam! Oh man, I keep remembering Makai Wars. Ah, and you're in the... come on, Bowie. At least Bowie can't be killed by the Odd Eye Beam. And his defense is pretty high, so it shouldn't be attacked by attack, and I can have Karna on her turn. If it really got that bad, I would just have Karna cast Aura on that, but that'll be fine. Yeah, of course the main character moves in just the right spot to like put him in harm's way. Luckily, his stats are a lot better than Max's from the first game. I forgot if they ever... I think in this game they do mention that the possibility of Max's descendants being like... that we might possibly be descendants of Max from the first game, because this Grand's Island is supposed to, from what I'm aware, is the place that Max ends up disappearing to at the end of the first game. So it's assumed that maybe the main character might be. I actually wanted to be here there because it might be. How far can you move? 6. No, but he can't use his demon breath, and well, you could survive a demon breath, but I'll just move you in the general area, but not. I'm gonna have you go over and take care of that. Okay, don't want to move there. But I mean, it's one of those things that's doesn't annoy me that badly. It's not like, oh man, game ruined if this happens, you know, whatnot. It's just one of those things that kind of like, you're like, yeah, you kind of rub your nose at, and you're like, oh well. At least that's how I feel. Like I said, not that big of a deal, but alright, look how much damage you can do. Yeah, okay, man, nothing too crazy. Alright, start whittling down Odd Eye, I mean. Yeah, a lot of the stuff I assumed happened to Odd Eye. They never do a good job of like explaining exactly what happened to him, but it can be assumed that, yeah, Odd Eye had been knocked into amnesia state from fighting Volcanon, and and then his memory came back after Creed, like after he hung around Creed for a bit. And yeah, Creed isn't even there at the ending either. He's just kind of gone too. So just a lot of little things like that. That's the problem with playing modern games. You just have you almost have certain expectations for what RPGs or strategy RPGs should have. You know, for playing like Fire Emblems and everything like that. But you know perfectly well that this game cannot do stuff like that because of, you know, when the game was made and all this other stuff. Yeah, I was about to go help with King Galen, but we need to finish you off. And you're focusing on us. Good. You can handle that. What else? Ah, well, actually, I think we might survive. We'll find out. Okay. I might just have Carnage. Well, I just have her. Ah, there goes Kiwi. Dang it! Oh, I should have known. I forgot about him. Ah, that annoys me. Bye, Kiwi. I still say that Kiwi's an awesome character, but yeah. Oh well. My bad. Should have paid attention. That's the problem with those prison. That's probably one of the dangerous things about the prison flowers is forgetting that they're even there. And they don't do a ton of damage, but Kiwi was just the wrong character in the right place for them. You know? Oh well. And yes, I'm gonna Mooslade there because he can take a hit. And Peter's gonna go on his, or yeah, Peter will go and take care of the flower on his turn. So. Be able to. And I wasn't going to use Kiwi against Xeon anyway, because like I said, he could possibly one-shot him with Demon Breath if he got the chance. Let's see, what else was I going to say? I was going to say more about just the game in general, the review about what I gave it, but yeah, it's definitely a keeper game. It's definitely one to play. I mean, like I said, the game is harder, but I didn't think it was too ridiculously hard. And I'm one of those guys that's like not even a strategy game expert. You know, I've beaten strategy games before, but usually I have to like really kind of just do the minimal amount of effort to somehow win because I'm not that great at these types of things, you know. Maybe I should have healed Bowie. Oh yeah, I forgot that guy happened. That should be enough to finish him off. Sorry, Outlaw, you were sniped once again. Isn't that how it'd be in Lifetime a sniper hit finished him off? Something like that. Alright, we'll have to heal you next time. And let's finish. Okay, you're not going to do enough damage to finish off Galen with it. And I think in this bonus fight, I don't think you have to have the Force Sword to beat Xeon. I think you just have to beat him normally. Boom. There you go, boy. God, I'm trying to remember when I actually first played. I think I played this game. This game came out in '94, so I'd have been. Was I really that old when I played that game? I was 12. Huh? I could have swore I was younger when I played that game. Huh? Interesting. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So okay. Huh? You know, for some reason I thought I was like younger. Like oh, Baron against Baron. Oh, except he... Oh, wait, I was about to say he has a Dark Sword, but Jaw has pretty good defense, so... I guess we can start moving characters up here. I guess I would have been more aware of how to play and beat the game, because... Because 12, I would have had pretty decent cognitive ability to, like, understand tactics and all this other stuff. Huh. Interesting. I guess I knew enough about what I was doing, but I'll admit I never found all the secrets the first time I played this game either. I don't think I bought this game either. I think I rented it because I was part of a family. We had to live in our early days when I was younger. We had to live off food stamps and all that other stuff, so we were definitely not creme de la creme rich and all this other stuff. And we're still technically not, or my family isn't not. We're kind of one of those people that kind of like has enough money, but really not, probably not a comfortable amount for living, you know. Oh. Maybe the problem is we have just enough money, but we never have like a crazy amount saved, you know, which is probably poor planning on our part. But we're not rich, but we're not well off either. Like, we can live somewhat comfortably, but we do have to pinch pennies every once in a while. But anyway, it's still kind of like that to this day. But when we were younger, it was all about, yeah, we had to live off food stamps, borrow from my grandparents. Didn't get in food lines or anything like that, but we did have to use food stamps, stuff like that. Oh right, I forgot he could use possibly diesel. Since we're not caring about levels anymore. Haha. Man, she's powerful. One kick to the spring, and then there you go. Now we'll have to set everyone up and get Peter on in there, because Peter's the one that can handle our big old disembodied head with like no problems. 1, 2, 3. So on his turn, after we attack with him, we'll kind of go into it. Oh yeah, and I guess I need some heal you a bit. But yeah, I had to rent this. I'm trying to remember where I rented it from. I'm trying to remember if it was a Blockbuster that I rented it from, or if it was like a, yeah, I'll go ahead and heal everyone. Get everyone kind of nice and full up. Because we did go to Blockbuster, but before the age of Blockbuster killing all the mom and pop rental places, at least in our area, we did used to rent from just random places, like there's your Blockbuster, your Hollywood Videos, there was like Family Rent. There's one place that was like right next to our house, and they used to have the room with they used to have the games. It didn't have the biggest selection. I think it only had like a small selection of games, mainly for movies, and they had the infamous room for mommies and daddies there. I always wonder what was in there. Nowadays I know, and I'm not going to say if you don't know, but you can guess what's there. I forgot Xeon counter. It's not very likely. But I'm trying to remember. That place I don't remember lasted very long, if I remember correctly. I think it went out of business not too long. But yeah, it's because, people have this like weird like nostalgia for. He dodged the main villain. That's funny. Have a nostalgia for Blockbuster, but yeah, people tend to forget that Blockbuster was kind of like, well, Amazon or Walmart. It killed like a lot of mom and pop stuff because they just pop up everywhere, And it's kind of almost funny the fact that they couldn't keep up with trends because of Netflix and stuff like that. And they went out of business because of that, and they were put out of business by people who did similar tactics to them. I find it. I don't know if ironic's the word I'd use, but I find it kind of funny. Ironic might be the best word for it. It kind of looks like he does. Attack, and then he does Demon's Breath for the most part. Yeah, we'll keep Peter on him as a distraction, and we'll start wailing on you guys. Nice. Ooh, 2 attacks, over 100 damage, and he counters. Wow, he doesn't even do that much to Bowie. Although counters are not as strong as they're not as strong as actual attacking, so for the most part. But yeah, him getting attacked will be fine. Okay, I guess I can't complain because wow, Peter's even more awesome because even though he got dodged, he still dodged his attack and was able to do decent damage. Wouldn't that be funny if you could like one-shot like okay, maybe Slade does have to worry about getting attacked physically by him. Yeah, I'll just do a heal 3 on you, heal you up. Yeah, I do have some nostalgia for Blockbuster, I'll admit, but like I said, it's because at some point I forgot about the mom and pop places that had. And that was the problem with like renting from Blockbusters. They would have a lot more clean stuff in their store, if that makes sense. And I'm not talking about like adult videos. I'm just talking about like they wouldn't really have like weird or offbeat movies. Although I guess you could complain about Netflix having like the same issue where they have like they always have too much stuff. And I don't really watch Netflix, so I won't know everything. But I've heard people say that it almost has too much crap on it these days. But anyway, but yeah, I was just talking about renting, and we finished the on-off. Hooray! Yeah, I remember renting it as a kid. I think it's because I played the first one also from a rental store, and beat the game, and it says game over, and we win. That's it. I think it goes straight to the menu. Yep, it goes straight to the menu. So, all right. Well, I hope you enjoyed me kind of rambling on about Blockbuster and other things. Oh, I forgot about this one. And the intro again. Oh man. I hope you enjoyed me like rambling on about like my childhood and other things about enjoying the game. And there's Matula. There's an old lady. Whoops. Actually, no, I probably won't do that because it'll just pop me up there. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, I'll just let it run here. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the bonus episode of finding all the bosses. Nothing too intense, but it was fun just kind of doing that. Just a nice little prize for those who waited a bit and enjoyed the credits here. So, but yeah, I'll just leave it there. Once again, thank you for watching the playthrough of Shining Force 2. And I'll have something else up in the racket soon. I'll probably be in another game of old, maybe a PlayStation 1 game or something like that, or some classic RPG. I've been kind of saving these weekend games for RPGs or other games that I normally wouldn't play or rent or whatever. I just pull out my collection. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.